Dear students, we were discussing about the characteristics of management where I have discussed 12 points, 12 characteristics of management. Now let's continue with the characteristics of management. The 13th point of characteristics of management says management is a hierarchical system of authority. If we see that for getting things done, every manager at every level of an organization, they delegate some authority to his subordinate managers. So each subordinate manager, they become responsible to his superior manager. So in this way we can say that a chain of authority or responsibility to his superior manager. So in this way the chain of authority or responsibility is created between the superior and subordinate and across all the level of organization. So we can say that this chain consists of several managerial positions, which is known as hierarchy of management. Next point says the universal principles. This practice of management is based on the certain well established principles. So these principles have been propounded by management practitioners and academicians after a good deal of research and analysis. Management also 15 point says management involves decision making. It involves decision making for various functions like planning, organizing, directing and controlling. So managers has to make decisions. So whatever management does, he does through making decisions. This point we have already discussed earlier also. Management next characteristics is management is a integrated or coordinating force. Management is regarded by all that coordination is not a function of management, but it is the essence of managership. Management is an integrated or coordinating force. It also coordinates physical, financial and informational resources and activities of human resource for accomplishing the stated goals. So every manager, we can say that every manager coordinates individual and group efforts while performing every managerial functions. Management is also concerned with the productivity. Management is concerned with the productivity of its resources, and productivity results from the efficiency, effectiveness of resources. Therefore, we can say every manager has to use resources well and without waste. Without waste means he should efficiently use all the resources and achieve desired goals and objectives. So he wants to achieve the desired goals and objective, then we can say they are using the resources effectively. Next point is management is intangible. It is intangible because it cannot be seen. Its existence can only be felt in the form of good or bad result. Sometimes existence of management is also felt by its absence where there is mismanagement. So if there is a mismanagement, we will feel that there is no management. Management also has a distinct identity and identity. Management is intangible, but persons performing managerial functions are tangible, and these functions are identifiable human beings. Therefore, we can say that they have a distinct identity and entity from the organization. Management is also a combination of art and science. Why? Because it is an art, because application of knowledge and skills is essential for managing all the affairs of the organization. It is also a science because it is founded upon systematic body of knowledge and principles developed by the scientific analysis. So therefore, we can say it is considered the combination of both. Management is becoming profession. It is becoming a profession. It is becoming a career also, that we have discussed earlier also. So last not the least, very important point, we the management is a multidisciplinary function. Why? Because one of the characteristics of management in the is the integration and application of knowledge and approaches developed by the numerous discipline. As a matter of fact, we can say the management is an interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary discipline because its many concepts, principles, and theories are founded upon the knowledge of other disciplines. These all disciplines include economics, sociology, anthropology, psychology, mathematics, etc. So the use of the knowledge drawn from these disciplines, they all help in understanding and analyzing human behavior and market trends also. This all were about the characteristics of management. Now let's talk about the certain difference or similarity between management and administration. If we talk about the similarity, we can say that administration is a broader concept and it is a higher level function. Administration is largely determinative, whereas management is essentially executive. If we refer the American school of thought, there was mentioned that it is because of line of thinking based on the American uses of term administration. Their line of thinking is largely depends upon based on the usage of term administration in America also. So we can say that management is a generic term and it includes administration also. School of, if we refer the various school of thought, the management is comprehensive generic terms and administration is only the branch of the management. The management is a comprehensive function which embraces the entire process of planning, organizing, directing and controlling. So on the other hand, we can say administration is concerned with the actual work of executing and implementing the plan and policies for achieving the objectives. Management and administration are synonym but different in the field of usage. How it is possible? Because there is no distinction between management and administration. It is very difficult to indicate clearly what functions can be called management and what belongs to management, but perform the same process and functions in performing their task. Moreover, we can say that in order to perform the functions properly, both observe the same general principles. So the distinction between these two means the distinction between the management and administration is superfluous and misleading. We cannot exactly differentiate these two. Even we can say that both terms are overlapping because it cannot be separated from each other. Any attempt to differentiate between these two may be useful. Academically you can differentiate, but practically and the practical ground you cannot differentiate these two functions. Both are overlapping, but still we need to discuss, we need to conclude the thing like there is certain differences and you can differentiate is like administration is the backbone of the system. So management is the hallmark of dependence. So administration, theoretically, if we want to differentiate these two, we can say that there are certain different style, because administration gets things done by issuing command and managers gets things done through the motivating. Administration is refers to the determination of overall objective and formulation of plans, policies of an organization. But we have to be very precise in the management, because there the task is complementing the plans, policies for the accomplishment of the objective of organization. So administration mainly require conceptual skills, and in managerial skills it is required the technical and human skills. These all are the certain points through which we can differentiate these two terms. Otherwise, these two terms are more or less similar, and we can say they are same, they may be overlapping or some kind of thing. So this that's all for today. Now in my next chapter we will discuss about the certain important definitions about the management.